Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys some practical ways to hide lighting in your world because torches are evil. And if we work hard enough, I just think we could probably break free of our torch overlord. So, anyways guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing that we are going to focus on in this video are walls. So there's a couple different ways you can hide lighting in walls besides the sort of obvious thing. And what I say by obvious is, we have the redstone lamps and we also have glowstone. Besides just, kind of plopping those in the walls, there are already some other decorative things that you can use. So for example, our first example would be pistons. So let's go ahead and set time to night. And as you can see, I've got plenty of light coming off this area. So a piston is a very, very good way to hide lighting. Not only does a piston work at hiding things, but it's also has that transparent action to it. But you can also use different sides of it. And if you're not the biggest fan of that texture, then you can actually do the back too. Just by placing it down just like something like this, or you can use the side texture as well. But pistons have a great effect, and that's why I typically like to use the front, because it has the most blending options with this. Another obvious way to hide lighting in a wall is a painting. A painting is a very good way to hide stuff, especially hidden rooms and things like this. And a lot of you already may know about paintings, but there's like 20 to 30,000 new Minecraft players a day, so a lot of people don't really know about this technique, and hiding something behind a painting is always a good idea. You can put chests behind there, you can put hidden entrances, and lighting is just another one of those things. Another classy way to hide light is behind a leaf or leaves, and this is just one of those examples. Now, if you play on fast, it's going to look a little bit different, but since we're on fancy, obviously you can still see. It really just depends on, your own personal preference. And one of the last ways that you can hide things in walls, now there's obviously other ways, but this is just one of the last ones I'm going to cover, is a map. A map is a fantastic way, because you can essentially make a whole map room and not have to worry about any single torches. This is a map of this general area, and behind it is some glowstone if we were to look up top here. So these are great ways to hide things in walls. So what I want you guys to do, let me know down in the comment section below whether or not you know any of these, as well as the rest of the ones that we're going to cover. Alright, so next up, we are going to focus on the floor. Now, the floor gives us some interesting opportunities, because we can use some different items that we can't use in the walls, because when I like to hide light, I sort of like to hide my lights with things that kind of cover it up completely. Now, obviously, anything like glass would work, as well as just putting the lighting in the floor there. So the first one is obviously carpet. Carpet is a very good feature. Not only does carpet have outstanding, transparencies, but there's a lot of different floor patterns you can make with carpet using signs, and carpet has some awesome things to it. I mean, you can jump over like fences and stuff. So that's just another one way to hide lighting that is a colorful way to do things. Obviously, a piston is another good way. Pistons you're going to find throughout this build or this video. One way that I think a lot of people don't know is actually hoppers. Hoppers have a very good transparency to them, and the good thing about this is that when you're building a redstone contraption, right, and you don't really have a lot of space, using full blocks as like glowstone is a great way to light things, and it's going to save you a lot of space, and you're not going to have to worry about torches taking up any spots for redstone. Another great way to hide lighting in the floor is a solar detector or a daylight sensor. These are a good thing, and you can use these for a lot of different things. I've seen people use these as firework batteries as well. Because, it's kind of got that look, so if you were to place something in the ground, you could actually make like a fireworks sensor with one of these. So these are all four good ways. Another great thing about the game is enchant tables. Enchant tables also allow a significant amount of light through, so when you're doing your enchanting, you don't need to have torches down here, you don't need to have carpet. You can save your glowstone, just put it right in the middle, and then put your enchant table right down there, because it's going to save you a lot of space. And all your particles for your enchanting will be just fine. As you can see, they're all moving into the book okay. and it works out very, very well for that situation. Alright, so our last two settings that we're going to look into is the ceiling, as well as outdoor areas. So the first one, our ceiling, is obviously pistons. Now pistons are just good in general, you know. They have the cool textures, they can make good boundary walkways, like, you know, good outdoor walkways and things like that. And they have a good way to allow light through. One way to allow light through that's actually a very interesting look is beds. I don't think a lot of people know this, so by placing 2 blocks underneath this and placing your bed down, and if I was to remove this, you'll see that the bed particles break, but there are pieces of glowstone up there. Now, that's just a cool way to do it, because that can kind of give you a little bit of off detail that somebody in the base typically wouldn't really have. So using beds is a good way. Just make sure you have yourself a good wool farm. The third way for a ceiling is using a trapdoor. Now, trapdoors are kind of cool because they have, you know, some different textures that you don't really see in a situation with lighting, but they do allow for a good amount of light through. So these are just some practical ways to allow light through your ceilings. One of my favorite things to do, though, is to light up outdoor areas. You guys know I love to terraform. It's one of my passions in Minecraft. I like making things look very natural. And a good way to do this is by lighting up your surroundings without making it over, like, industrialized. So a good way to do things is to put glowstone in a tree, just like so. You can also put, you know, redstone lamps up there if you want. I know a lot of people like to put them right as the first block there, which is, you know, just as equally good. And, you know, you can do this in just about any tree possible. So we'll go ahead and move on to grassy areas. Grassy areas is one of my favorites. You have two different options here. And so the first one is the darker green glass, and if you stand back at afar, you can't even tell it's there, but this area is very well lit. And the other one is leaves, once again, and if you're just standing here, you can't really even notice anything. So some very practical ways for you guys to hide lighting in your world and get rid of those bastard torches. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget, guys, I live stream nightly. I am going to be coming back to YouTube. I just wanted to kind of take a break. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I do enjoy making videos still. I will still be doing Hermitcraft because I know a lot of you are going to ask. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, share it with your friends, obviously. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. So this is iJevin. Peace out.